Stone show in the world out of Tucson, Arizona. That Carol just came back. So when we promised you amazing special event pricing, we're offering 4 or 5 flex payments. Nowhere else are you gonna find that opportunity except right here at HSN. As always a 30-day money-back guarantee and some really, truly hidden treasures like these brand new turquoise and gemstone stud earrings in either your choice, genuine rubies or chrome diopside. So a bright green that looks like, you know, what every gorgeous natural emerald wishes it could be. And you're looking at a #1 favorite turquoise ring from Rarities with the amethyst, and Carol incorporated for the first time.
Brand new.
With the samurai, and look at how perfectly they go back to these stud earrings, which appraised at $379, and we're offering them at $40 off, brand new, first little sneak peek for the event at $159.90, 4 or 5 flex pays. So, Carol, you've never done the turquoise in a stud with a gemstone combination before in Rarities.
I've never even done a turquoise stud, but here's the deal. Okay, so turquoise is the pop. Turquoise is that color that when you look at it, it's invigorating, it's exciting. It gives you that special, like a little bit of a race of heartbeat. A lot of times, winter, summer, spring, or fall, I always, turquoise is my go-to because I love when I can just be electric. There's nothing like an electric
Speaking
feeling.
of electric, really.
And that's coming up too.
Victoria, are you kidding me?
I mean, it's so incredible. So this is called my blue martini stud earring. If you're new to Rarities, I'm just gonna show you what a martini stud is. And a martini stud means that the stud sits on what looks like a martini glass. The result, and you can see it in Victoria's ear, the result is a stud that sits perfectly on the ear and doesn't pull the lobe or pull the piercing. The fact that this is the perfect size, this already has 5-star reviews, and it just went on a few days ago. It's the right size. It just went on, yeah, on hsn.com. It's the right size. They are the perfect color combo. And what's so great about them is that you get that pop and that electricity, but they're not overpowering, so that you can wear them alone or you can pair them with any other piece of jewelry. The fact that they're rubies, Lynn.
And close to, they're over 40 points. That's really close to a ½ carat of rubies, and the same thing with the chrome diopside.
So how do you choose? You know, so many people were saying to me, like, Carol, how do I choose? Because I love both of them. So there's nothing more interesting or beautiful than the combination of red or purple and turquoise. It's a phenomenal combination, and it's very exciting. And the red on these are almost like a hot pinky ruby red. Now, you may say to yourself, you know something, I'm a green girl, because my name is Carol Brody and I am a serious green girl. I love green and blue, which is why I bring you so much chrome and savorite. If you are more into the greens and the blues and less into the contrast of color, my new collection, my new turquoise and chrome diopside, I think is so, it's fresh. It's like fresh cut green grass along the most beautiful turquoise ocean. I mean, I called it, the whole idea of wearing the green chrome with the turquoise, I actually call that Lake Como. It's a Lake Como ring and a Lake Como earring. Because when you go to Lake Como, that's in Italy, and my dad took me there when I was a little girl. It was, I mean, the most exciting experience, and I went on to Europe with my daddy, like, who does that? So anyway, when you go, you see the natural blues and greens of all the little villages. And so you're going down the lake and everything becomes alive. And that's what's happening with this jewelry. If you're on the fence and you're not sure if you want a new stud, I'm gonna say to you, you're never gonna find a turquoise stud with exotic gemstone halo. You won't find a turquoise stud in the martini setting because it's more expensive to do a martini setting. The last thing that I want to share with you is that I was in a specialty store on Madison Avenue recently, and I actually brought buckwheat. I brought my dog. It was really fun, and we went shopping together, and everybody was like paying so much attention to Buck. But I went and I saw this earring, this little earring, this turquoise earring that we're presenting to you today, there you go. It had sapphires around it, which of course are not as beautiful, anywhere as beautiful as the electric pop of the ruby or the chrome. I just want to say they were $900. I'm looking at my notes because I didn't want to misquote myself. So for $900, you can have this earring with sapphires. Same earring, same gorgeous pop of turquoise cabochon. So obviously great minds think alike because it was more than me that brought you this look. Or you can join me today, join Lynn and I, enter this incredible club of a turquoise and exotic gemstone stud earring, come in on the Tucson gemstone price, and then of course you'll want to come back and get the other pair, but they will sell out today because they are very limited.
And you might be thinking, my goodness, that is some of the most beautiful, clean, high blue and turquoise I've ever seen. And you know what? That's the only thing Carol will use. And you said it earlier, you've elevated that look. A lot of times you think turquoise, you think more casual, Southwestern, or, you know, a silver setting, something that, you know, but this is the elevated look, and it's Rarities. So we go a step further. We go with Savorite, which is an exclusive exotic stone. Rubies at close to a half a carat. So don't be fooled by these amazing special event prices that we're offering today. $159.90. 4 flex pays, 5 with the HSN charge card, unconditional guarantee, last few seconds remaining. It's 593060, and I do want to mention, everybody is clamoring, asking about that turquoise, which I know I was supposed to put on myself, I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll be able to.
I know, we're getting those
necklace.
on. Yes.
That necklace will take your breath away.